Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to solve O-Levels Additional Mathematics Paper 2 in a session May-June 2019 Paper 2-1. So let's start with the first question. Question number 1, find the values of x for which this inequality holds, right? So let me do 6x square plus 7x minus 20, this is equals to 0 or greater than equals to 0, right? Okay, so we have to factorize this. So 6 times 20, 6 times negative 20 is minus 120. Okay, so if I do 8 times 15, this is 120, and 15 minus 8, this is 7. So break the midterm. 6x square plus 15x minus 8x minus 20 is greater than equals to 0. So from the first two terms, we can take 3 common. 3x is common. 3 times 2 is 6, and 3 times 5 is 15. And then we can take negative 4 common. 4 times 2 is 8x, and 4 times 5 is 15 with a positive sign is greater than equals to 0. The two factors are 2x plus 5 and 3x minus 4. This is greater than equals to 0. So we have here the two values of x. X is equals to minus 5 by 2 and x is equals to 4 by 3. Right, now let me solve this in inequality, right? So if I draw the parabola, so as you can see, this is a quadratic equation, right? And its solution is greater than equals to 0, right? And the coefficient of x square is positive, so the opening of the parabola is upward. This is the shape of the parabola, right? Now we have two x-intercepts, minus 5 by 2 and 4 by 3. Let's say this is minus 5 by 2 and this x-intercept is 4 by 3. Right, now we have to find the point when it is greater than and equals to 0. So it is greater than, these are the greater values, and equals to 0 when it is less than equals to minus 5 by 2 and more than equals to 4 by 3. Right, so the inequality is x is less than or equals to minus 5 by 2 and x is more than or equals to 4 by 3. Right. Question number 2, two variables x and y are such that y equals to ln of x over x cube, where x is greater than 0. Number 1, show that dy by dx equals to this. So we have to find the derivative of y with respect to x. So we have to use a quotient rule here, right? So the denominator function is as it is, derivative of the numerator function d by dx of ln of x minus x cube is as it is, ln of x is as it is, and the derivative d by dx of x cube, right? And this whole thing divided by the square of the denominator function, right? So x cube, its whole square, right? Now further simplification, we have x cube here. This is 1 by x minus ln of x, and its derivative is 3x square, and this whole thing is divided by x exponent 6. Now we can cancel this with x square. Now we can take x square common from the numerator, and we have 1 minus 3 ln of x, and divides x exponent 6. We can cancel x square with x square. We have power 4 left here. So we have dy by dx is 1 minus 3 ln of x divides x exponent 4. So we have exact same thing. Now for the second part, hence find the approximate change in y as x increases from e to e plus h, where h is small. Means we need to find dy by dx at x is equals to e and multiply the answer with h, right? So 1 minus 3 ln of e divides e power 4, and from here and times this by h. Right, so further simplification, ln of e is just 1, so 1 minus 3 divides e power 4 times h, right? Or we can say that minus 2h over e power 4. Question number 3, part 1. Sketch the graph of this function on the axis below, showing the coordinates of the point where the graph meets the coordinate axis. Right. So first thing, we have to find the x-intercepts. So x-intercept is a point when y equals to 0. So we can say 5x minus 3 equals to 0 and x is equals to 3 by 5. So what is 3 by 5? 3 divides 5 is 0.6. Right, let's say we have 0.6 over here, 3 by 5. Right, now let me solve the y-intercept. Now for y-intercept, put the variable x equals to 0. So y equals to absolute of 5 times 0 is 0, absolute of negative 3, this is equals to 3. So we have the y-intercept is 3 over here. Right. Okay, so let me connect these two. Okay. Now, since it is an absolute value function, let me take any value of x and we can find the corresponding value of y. So if I suppose that x is equals to, at x is equals to 2 or at x is equals to 1. Yeah. What is y? Y equals to absolute of 5 minus 3. Y is equals to 2. Right. So this is 0.6. Let's say 1 is over here, right? And we have a point over here, right? Connect the 2 points. Let's say this is x equals to 1 and this is y is equals to 2. Y is 2 here and x is 1 here. So this is the second point. This is the shape of the curve. Now for the second part, solve the equation when absolute of 5x minus 3 equals to x minus 2. Okay. So let me take the square on both sides. So squaring on both sides is 5x minus 3 whole square equals to 2 minus x whole square, 25x square plus 9 minus 2ab. So minus 2 times 5 times 3, 30x. Equals to 2 square is 4x square minus 4x. So 25x square, this is x square, minus x square minus 30x plus 4x plus 9 minus 4, this is equals to 0, right? So by further simplification, we have 24x square, right? And the x terms are 4, take away 30, minus 26x, and from 9 take away 4 is 5, plus 5, this is equals to 0. Let me factorize this. So we have 24 times 5, this is equals to 120. So if I can say that divided by 6, 6 times 20 is 120 and 6 plus 20 we have 26. So minus 6 minus 20, we can say 24x square minus 6x minus 20x plus 5, this is equals to 0. So taking 6x common, so 24 divided 6 is 4, x square plus 1, 4x, sorry. And taking negative, sorry, this is negative 1, taking minus 5 common, 5 times 4 is 20x and minus 1 equals to 0. So the two factors are 6x minus 5 and 4x minus 1, this is equals to 0. So the two solutions are x is equals to 1 by 4 and x is equals to 5 by 6. Right. Now for question number 4, without using a calculator, express this expression in the form of p square root of 5 plus q, where q, p and q are integers, right? So basically we have to rationalize it by multiplying and dividing by the conjugate of the denominator. So we can say that square root of 5 minus 3 whole square divide square root of 5 plus 1 times square root of 5 minus 1 divide square root of 5 minus 1, right? So by further simplification, we have square root of 5 minus 1 is multiplying by its square. So open the square, so this is 5 and 3 square is 9, minus 2 times 3 is 6 square root of 5. and this whole divides by square root of 5 times square root of 5 is just 5 minus 1. 1 square is 1. Okay, so we have 5 plus 9. 5 plus 9 is 14. So we can say square root of 5 minus 1 is 14 minus 6 square root of 5 divides 4. Right. Okay, now 14 square root of 5. 14 is multiplying with square root of 5 minus 14. Minus 6 square root of 5 times square root of 5 is 5 minus 6 times this is plus square root of 5, and this whole term is divided by 4. Right. Now let me do the further simplification. Okay, so we have now 14 plus 6 is 20. That's 20 square root of 5 plus we have okay, 6 times 5 is 30, so minus 14 minus 30 is minus 44 divides 4. So 20 divides 4 is 5. 5 square root of 5 minus 44 divides 4 is 11. So this is p square root of 5 plus q. P is 5 and q is negative 11. Question number 5. The velocity time graph represents the motion of the particle traveling in a straight line. Number 1. Find the acceleration during the last 6 seconds of the motion. These are the last 6 seconds of the motion, right? So in the velocity time graph, acceleration is the gradient. So these are the last 6 seconds. So the gradient is change in y values over change in x values. So this is 10, 0 to 10, and this we have 6 seconds, right? So we can say that the acceleration is, and it is deceleration basically. So we can do negative of 10 by 6, right? Now for the second part, the particle travels with a constant velocity of constant velocity for 23 seconds. Find the value of k. So this is a constant velocity for 23 seconds, right? So this whole is 23 seconds. So 23 is basically a sum between 4 to k, right? 4 to k, or we can say that the difference of k minus 4, this difference is 23, right? So what is the k value? K value is 23 plus 4. This is equals to 27. 27 equals to the k value. So this k is 27. Now for the third part, using your answer to part 2, find the total distance traveled by the particle. So the distance traveled by the particle in velocity time graph is area under the curve, right? So this curve is a trapezium, right? So this is from the height we have is 10, the two parallel sides. So this side is 23. We have given that this is 23, right? And this is 0 to 27 plus 6. It is 20 case 27 plus 6. This is 33. Right, this is 33. So let me find the area of a trapezium. Half the sum of parallel sides, 23 plus 33, multiply by the height. This is 10. Let me simplify. So 23 plus 33 divided by 2 times by 10. So 280. 280 is the total distance traveled by the particle. Question number 6, part A. We have given a matrix A and given that A does not have an inverse. Find the exact values of X. When the matrix does not have an inverse, it means the determinant of the matrix is equals to 0, right? So let me solve the determinant of the matrix A. So we have to do the cross multiplication. 3x plus 3 times x minus 3 minus 2x times minus x. So we have to put this equals to 0, right? So here we have x plus 3 into x minus 3. So x square minus 3 square is 9, and plus we have 2x square. This is equals to 0. So we have 3x square minus 9. This is equals to 0. Taking 3 common, so x square minus 3 is equals to 0. So we have x plus 3 into x. Sorry, we can say x square. No. we have x square equals to 3 and x is equals to plus minus square root of 3. So these are the exact values of x. Now for part B, we have given a matrix B and a matrix C. Number 1, write down the order of matrix B. So the order is number of rows multiplied by number of columns. So 1, 2, 3 rows and 2 columns. So we can say 3 times 2 is the order of B. Right. Now for the second part, the matrix B times C, the product is this. Explain why CB is not equals to BC. We don't have to solve, we just have to explain why the product is not equal, right? Okay, so as you can see, BC is 3 cross 3 matrix, 3 rows and 3 columns, right? Okay, now we have to find CB. C and B, right? So C is 2 rows and 3 columns, 2 times 3, and B is 3 rows and 2 columns, right? So now the product of C and B is 2 cross 2. Right, so here CB is 2 cross 2 matrix and BC is 3 cross 3 matrix. So here we can say that CB is not equals to BC because CB is 3 cross 3 matrix and BC is of 2 cross 2 matrix. This is the reason they are not equal. Question number 7, the variables x, y and u are such that y is a function of u and x is a function of u. Number 1, state the rate of change of y with respect to u, means dy over du. Okay, so what is dy over du? So y derivative with respect to u, derivative of tangent is secant square u. Now for second part, hence find the rate of change of y with respect to x, giving your answer in terms of x. Okay, so we have dy by du, so let me find dx over du. The derivative of x with respect to u is just 3u square, right? Okay, so dy over dx we have to find, so we have to apply the chain rule here, dy over du times du over dx, right? So from the first part, we know dy by du. So dy by dx is equal to dy by du is secant square u times du over dx is dx by du. This is 1 over 3u square, right? So this is rate of change of y with respect to x, but we have to give our answer in terms of x, but this is in terms of u, right? So from here we have to solve for u, right? So we have given that x is equals to 1 plus u cube, right? So u cube is equals to x minus 1 and u is equals to cube root of x minus 1. So just substitute the u value over here and we will get the answer in terms of x, right? So we can say that dy over dx, this is equals to secant square u, this is cube root of x minus 1 times 1 divides 3 cube root of x minus 1 whole square. So this is dy by dx in terms of. Question number 8, the diagram shows the right angled triangle ABC with AB is 8 centimeter and the angle ABC is pi by 2 radians. So this is a 90-degree angle, a right angle triangle. The point D and E lies on AC and BC respectively, right? BAD and ECD are sectors of a circle with center A and C respectively, and angle BAD is 2 pi by 9 radians. Number 1, find the area of the shaded region. So this is a right angle triangle. So the area of the shaded region is basically we have to find the area of the triangle ABC and subtract the area of this sector and area for this sector. So we will get the area of the shaded region, right? Okay. So for area of a triangle, so this is a right angle triangle. Okay, and one more thing, for sector we need the angle, right? So this is pi by 2 radians, this is 2 pi by 9 radian. Let me find the third angle of a triangle first. Okay, so sum of all angles of a triangle is equals to 180, or we can say pi. So pi by 2 plus 2 pi by 9 plus we can say angle C, the sum is equals to pi, right? So let me solve for the angle. This is converted into radians, right? So we can say 1 by 2 plus 2 by 9. This is 13 by 18 pi. And 1 subtract answer. This is 5 by 18 pi. So from here, the angle C is 5 pi by 18. Right. This angle is 5 pi by 18. Okay. Now the next thing is this is a right angle triangle. Let me use SOHCAHTOA to. Okay, so now we have AB. Let me find AC, right? Okay, so this is a right angle triangle. The angle opposite to the 90 degree, the side opposite to the 90 degree, this is the hypotenuse. We have to find the hypotenuse, and this is the angle. This is the front side, adjacent, and the hypotenuse. So we have to use a ratio for cos, right? So cos of 2 pi by 9 is adjacent over hypotenuse, that is 8 over the hypotenuse is AC, right? And to get the value of AC, we can say 8 over cos of 2 pi by 9. Let me simplify this. Okay, so cos 2 pi divides 9 and 8 divide answer. This is 10.4. Right, so A to C is 10.4, but we know that this sector A, B, A, C, D is a center A. So A, B and A, D both are same. So this is 8 centimeter, right? So if this whole length is 10.4, so 8 subtract answer, or answer minus 8, this is 2.44. This is 2.44, right? Okay, now let me find the area of a triangle. So for area of a triangle, okay, let me simplify the area of triangle ABC. You can use half base times height, or you can use the other formula of sine. Yes, so let me use half the two sides AB, AC, and sine of angle between them, right? So the side AB is 8, the side AC we just got is 10.4, and sine of the angle between them is 2 pi by 9 radians. Right, so sine 2 pi divides 9 radians times 10.4 times 8 and divided by 2. We have 26.74. This is the area of the whole triangle, right? Now we have to find the shaded area. So let me find the area of the two sectors, right? So area of sector ABD, the larger one, right? So this sector ABD, that is half radius square theta. So we have half, the radius is 8, its square, and theta is 2 pi by 9 radians, right? So the angle is 2 pi divides 9 times 8 times 8, sorry, 2 pi by 9 multiply 8 square is 64 and divided by 2. So this is equals to 22.34. Right, now let me find the area of a smaller sector. Area of sector ECD. Again, half radius square theta. Radius is 2.44. It's square, and the theta is 5 pi by 18. This is a radius and this is a theta, right? Just simplify. So 5, we have pi by 18 times 2.44 times 2.44 divides 2. This is 2.598. Right. So now the shaded area is, we can say, right? Area of a triangle, from the area of a triangle, that is 26.74, we have to subtract the two sectors, area of the sum of the area of two sectors. 22.34 is a sector plus 2.598 is a sector, right? So 22.34 plus 2.598, this is the sum of the area of the two sectors. So from 26.74 we have to subtract the answer. So we can say the shaded area is 1.8. This is 1.8 centimeter square. Now for the second part, find the parameter of the shaded region, right? The parameter of the shaded region is, you can see the shaded region, we need to find BD, right? The arc length of this sector, DE, the arc length of the smaller sector, and B to E, right? So first let me find the arc lengths, right? So arc length, we can say BD, right? So radius times theta, radius is 8 and theta is 2 pi by 9, right? So this is equals to 8 times 2 divides 9, this is 4 pi. Now for arc length, the smaller sector, that is DE, radius times theta, that is 5 by 8, 18 pi. 2.44 times 5 divides 18, this is 61 over 90 pi, right? And the last is the length, let's say this length B to E. So as you can see, it is a right angle triangle. We can use Sohatra to find BC first, right? So this is the angle front side and the adjacent side. So let me use a ratio for the tangent, right? So let me use tan 2 pi by 9 radians equals to opposite over adjacent. Opposite side is BC and the adjacent side is AB, that is 8 centimeter. So from here BC is equals to 8 times of tan 2 pi by 9, right? Tangent 2 pi divides 9 times 8. This is BC, 6.71, right? So we got the length of BC, B to C, and we know that C to E is 2.44, right? So from this length we subtract 2.44, so minus 2.44, we will get B to E. 4.27 is this B to E, right? So from here BE is 4.27, right? Now let me find the parameter of the shaded region. So parameter is 4 pi plus 61 over 90 pi plus 4.27, right? Just simplify. 61 divides 90 plus 4 times pi and add 4.2727. This is 18. I did the mistake here. So we have 8 times 2 and divides 9. This is 16 by 9. Right. So let me add, this is 16 over 9 and then plus 61 divides 90 times by pi and add 4.27. This is 11.98, or let me round it to 12. So the parameter is 12 centimeter for the shaded region. Question number 9, part A. 11 different television sets are to be displayed in a line in a large shop. Number 1, find the number of different ways the televisions are to be arranged. So their total number of television sets are 11. So the number of different ways are just 11 factorial. So 11 factorial is equals to, this is 3991 6800. These are the number of ways. Now the next of these television sets, A are made by company A and 6 are made by company A and 5 are made by company B. Number 2, find the number of different ways the television sets are to be arranged so that no two sets made by company A are next to each other. Right. So total are 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So first we can select with company A and then B, because not A and A. Then A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B, and A. So you can see in this arrangement, no two sets made by company A are next to each other. So company A has 6. So 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Company B has 5. So starting from 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right. Let me multiply to get the total. Okay. So here we have 6 times 5 times 5 times 4 times 4 times 3 times 3 times 2 times 2 times 1 times 1. So 86,400. Right. Now for part B, a group of people is to be selected from 5 women and 3 men. Number 1, calculate the number of different groups of 4 people that have exactly 3 women, right? Okay, so there are 5 women's. We have to select 3 women's, right? Exactly 3 women's. Plus from 3 men, we have to select 1, because the total we have to make 4. 3 plus 1, the total is 4. Okay, so 5 choose 3 plus 3 choose 1, 13. Sorry, we have to times it, not add. We have to multiply it. Sorry. This is 30. Right. Now for the second part, calculate the number of different groups of at most 4 people, mean 4 or less than 4. Right, where the number of women is same as the number of men. Right, so there are 5 women. We can select let's say 2 women, right, and times from 3 men we can select 2. So 2 and 2, we have to make the same one, right? So 2 plus 2, that is 4, right? Exactly 4 or less than 4. So we have to do 4, 3, 2, or 1, right? At most 4 people, it means this, right? Okay, so this is exactly 4. The same number of men as a woman. So we are selecting 2 women, so 2 men. Okay, so if we can select from 5, we can select 3 women's and we can select 3 men. So 3 plus 3 makes 6. Well, we are not doing 6 because this is at most 4. Okay, so we did the 2. Now we can make 1. Okay, plus from the set of 5 women, we can select 1, times from the set of 3 men we can select 1. So at most 4. So we can take same number of women and the number of men. So these are the only 2 combinations we can make. Okay, so 5C2 times 3C2, this is 30, plus 5C1 is 5 and 3C1 is 3. So 5 times 3 is 15. And 30 plus 15 is 45. So the 45 number of different groups of at most 4 people, where the number of women is same as number of men. Question number 10. Solutions to this question by accurate drawing will not be accepted. The points A and B have coordinates P3 and 1, 4 respectively, and the line L has the equation 3x plus y equals to 2. Number 1, given that the gradient of AB is 1 by 3, find the value of B. Okay, so we have to find the gradient first. Gradient is basically y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Gradient is 1 by 3. y2 minus y1 is 4 minus 3. x2 minus x1 is 1 minus p. Cross multiplication. We can say 1 minus p times 1 equals to 3 times 1, because 4 minus 1 is 1. So 1 minus p equals to 3. 1 minus 3 equals to p, negative 2 equals to the p value, right? Now for the second part, show that L is perpendicular bisector of AB, right? So we have to find the equation of perpendicular bisector of AB, and that is the line L, right? So for perpendicular, we have to find the slope or the gradient of perpendicular bisector. So its gradient is 1 by 3. So for perpendicular bisector, the gradient is negative 3. The reciprocal, negative reciprocal of 1 by 3 is negative 3. And we can use the midpoints as well, right? So what is the midpoint of AB? Midpoint of AB is x2 plus x1 plus x2 divides 2, and y1 plus y2 divides 2, x1 plus x2. So p plus 1. So this is minus 2 plus 1 divides 2, and 3 plus 4 divides 2. Right. So the midpoint is minus 1 by 2, and we have 7 by 2. Right. Now let me find the equation of line, that is y minus y naught is equals to m into x minus x naught. So y minus 7 by 2 equals to minus 3 into x minus plus 1 by 2. X naught and y naught is the midpoint basically. So we have to solve for y. So y is equals to minus 3x minus 3 by 2 plus 7 by 2. Right. So 7 minus 3 is 7 minus 3 divided by 2 is just 2, right? So y equals to minus 3x plus 2, or 3x plus y is equals to 2. So this is exact same equation of line. So this is the equation of line L. So we can say L is a perpendicular bisector of AB. Now for part 3, given that C equals to Q minus 10 lies on the line L, find the coordinates of Q. So if C lies on L, so it satisfies the line L, right? Okay, so the x coordinate is Q, so 3Q plus the y coordinate is minus 10. This is equals to 2. So solve for Q. So 3Q equals to 2 plus 10. This is equals to 12. So from here 3Q is equals to 12, and 3 times 4 is 12. Sorry, this is Q, not P. Q is 4, right? Now for part 4, find the area of the triangle ABC, right? So we have given the coordinates of the triangle ABC. Let me draw the triangle and figure out the area of that triangle, right? So if I can say that this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, and minus 6. And let me do the y, the x as well. So minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7, and minus 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, so the coordinates of A are P and 3. So P is minus 2 and y is 3. And for B, we have 1, 4, and C is Q and minus 10. C is Q is 4 minus 10. So the x values minus 2, 1, and 4, and the y values are, okay, so we can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so if I can say for x, we have the same 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So the first point is, and the y, we are selecting the scale by 2. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Same, minus 2, minus 4, minus 6, minus 8, and minus 10. And this is same 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7, and minus 8. So minus 2 and 3. X is minus 2 and y is 3. This is my A in the middle. Right. Let's say this is my A. and then b is 1 4. So where is b? X is 1 and the y is 4. We have b over here, b, and the c is 4 negative 10. X is 4 and the y is negative 10. This is my c, right? Let me draw this triangle ABC, a to b and then b to c. Okay, so right, so triangle ABC, and we have the midpoint of AB as well. So let's say this is a midpoint of AB, M. This is minus 1 by 2 and 7 by 2, means x value is negative and the y value is positive, and you can see here the x is negative and y is positive. Okay, so the triangle ABC, we can say area of a triangle is half base times height, right? So this is the base we can consider, right? AB is the base, right? The base is AB, right? And the height we can consider is C to M, right? Let me connect the coordinate with C with the coordinate M. This is the height of the triangle, right? Okay, so let me find the distance between AB. So we have the coordinates AB. So this is x2 minus x1 whole square. So 1 plus 2 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Y2 is 4 minus 3 whole square. This is AB. So 2 plus 1, this is 3 square, right? Plus 1 square, 10. So square root of 10. So this is square root of 10, right? And the next C to M is, we have the coordinates of M. Let me write down the M coordinates is minus 1 by 2 and 7 by 2. So square root x2 minus x1 whole square. So minus 1 by 2 and minus 4 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Y2 is 7 by 2 plus 10 whole square and the square root. So minus 1 divides 2 and minus 4. This is minus 9 by 2. And we can say that bracket 9 divides 2 square. Sorry, bracket 9 divides 2. It's square. This is 81 by 4. And we can say plus. We have 2 times 10 is 20. And 20 plus 7 is 27. 27 divides 2 square and the square root. Right. So this is 9 square root of 10 divides 2. This is my height. Now let me work on the area of the triangle. So area is half base times height. So this is the height multiplied by square root of 10 divided by 2. This is equals to 22.5. Yes, 22.5 is area of a triangle. Question number 11, part A. Number 1, show that the left hand side equals to the right hand side, right? So let me start from the left hand side. So let me say cosecant is 1 by sine theta minus cot is cos by sine. Cot is cos by sine. Yes, cos theta over sine theta whole divides sine theta. So this is 1 minus cos theta over sine square theta. Sine theta and this sine theta is sine square theta, right? Sine square theta 1 minus cos theta. Sine square theta is cos square theta minus 1. Yes. Oh no, it is 1 minus cos square theta. Let me do again. Cos square theta plus sine square theta equals to 1, and sine square theta is 1 minus cos square theta. Yes, 1 minus cos square theta, right? Further simplification, we can say 1 minus cos theta. We can open this, a square minus b square is 1 minus cos theta into 1 plus cos theta are the two factors. We can cancel 1 minus cos theta and we have 1 over 1 plus cos theta. This is my right hand side. This is proved. Now for the second part, hence solve this equals to 5 by 2, right? And theta is between 180 degree to 360 degree. So the answer of this is 1 over 1 plus cos theta. So 1 over 1 plus cos theta, this is equals to 5 by 2. Let me do the reciprocal on both sides. So we can say 1 plus cos theta is equals to 2 by 5. And cos theta is equals to 2 by 5 minus 1, right? 2 by 5 subtract 1 is negative 3 by 2. So cos theta is minus 3 by 2, 3 by 5, sorry. And theta is, let me solve for the positive one, cos inverse of 3 by 5, right? So cos inverse of 3 by 5 is, it is in degrees. So converting my calculator into degrees, right? Cos inverse 3 divides 5 is 53.13. So theta is 53.13 degrees. Now we have to find cos is negative in which quadrant, right? So here we have A, S, T, and C. So cos is positive in first and fourth, it is negative in the second and in the third quadrant. But as you can see, the domain we have given is between 180 to 360. So this is 180 to 360. We are not dealing with the fourth, we are just dealing with the third quadrant. That is 180 degree plus the theta value, right? So in this we add 180. So the answer is 233.13. So theta equals to 233.1 degrees. Now for part B, we have to solve this equation for phi is between 0 to pi by 2 radians. 0 to pi by 2 is 1.57, right? So here we can say 3 phi minus 4 is equals to tangent inverse of 1 by 2. This is basically negative, and at the end we will check tangent is negative in which quadrant. So 3 phi minus 4, this is equals to tangent inverse 1 divides 2. This is 0.46, right? And now we know that the tangent is negative in the second and in the fourth quadrant. Let me draw this. Right, so here we have A, S, T, and C. So tangent is positive in first and third and negative in second and fourth. So second quadrant we do pi minus theta, and here we do 2 pi minus theta, right? Now we have two values from here. So the first value is 3 phi minus 4 is equals to pi minus theta, right? So we can say pi minus 0.46 is 2.68, right? And if we do 2 pi minus 0.46, this is a 5.82, or the other is 3 phi minus 4, this is equals to 5.82, right? Now let me add 4 in these two values. 2.68 add 4, so this is 3 phi is 6.68, right? And the other is 5.82 add 4, this 3 phi is equals to 9.82, right? So we have given the domain of phi. Let me find the domain of 3 phi, right? So the domain of 3 phi we can say is 0 is less than equals to 3 phi is less than equals to, we need to multiply by 3, 1.57 times 3, this is 4.71. So the 3 phi values are 6 point and 9 point. So both are more than the range, right? The given domain, sorry. So what we have to do, we need to subtract 2 pi, right? So in 6.68 minus 2 pi, so 3 phi is equals to 0.396, right? And for the other value, we have to do 9.82 subtract 2 pi. So from here 3 phi is 3.54, right? And let me solve for phi by dividing by 3. We have phi is equals to 1.17, and the other value of phi is 0.396 divides 3. So phi is equals to 0.132. So these two values of phi are in the given domain between 0 to 1.57. Question number 12, part A. Given that the integral of this function equals to 50, find the exact value of A. You must show all your working, right? Let me solve this integral. So e power 2x integration is e power 2x divides 2 between 0 to A. This is equals to 50, right? So e power 2a divides 2 is upper limit, minus e power 0 divides 2 is the lower limit, equals to 50. E power 0 is just 1. So e power 2a divides 2 minus 1 by 2 equals to 50. So e power 2a divides 2 equals to 50 plus 1 by 2, right? So we can do 1 divides 2 plus 50. This is 101 by 2. 101 divides 2. We can cancel the 2. So e power 2a equals to 101. So let me take natural log on both sides. So 2a natural log of e equals to natural log of 101. Natural log of e is just 1. So 2a equals to natural log of 101, and a value equals to 1 by 2 natural log of 101. We need to find the exact value. So a is equals to, we can say, natural log of 101 power is 1 by 2. So this is the exact value of a. Now for part B, a curve is such that its derivative equals to this. The curve passes through the point pi by 5 and 8 pi by 5. Number 1, find the equation of curve. So we have to do integration on both sides to get the equation of curve. So we can say y is equals to 3 integration is x minus 2. The integration of cos is sine 5x divides 5 plus some constant of integration, right? To get the value for c, we have to use this condition, right? So y is 8 pi by 5. This is equals to 3 pi by 5 minus 2 by 5 sine 5 times pi by 5 plus c. So we can cancel 5 with 5, and sine pi is, I guess, 0. This, yes, sine pi equals to 0. So the only value of c is 8 pi by 5 minus 3 pi by 5. This is your c. Okay, so 8 minus 3 is 5 pi by 5 is just pi. Okay, so we can say the equation of curve, we can write this down as y equals to 3x minus 2 by 5 sine 5x plus pi, right? Now for second part, find the integration of y with respect to x, and hence evaluate the integration of y between pi by 2 to pi. Okay, so we have to integrate minus pi by 2 to pi the function y. This is this 3x minus 2 by 5 sine 5x plus pi with respect to dx, right? Let me simplify this. So we have 3 x integration is x square by 2 minus 2 by 5 sine integration is minus cos 5x over 5, and pi integration is pi x between the upper and the lower limit of pi by 2 to pi, right? Further simplification, 3 by 2 x square plus 2 by 25 cos 5x plus pi x, pi by 2 to pi. Now let me substitute the limits. 3 by 2 pi square plus 2 by 25 cos 5 pi plus pi times pi square, upper limit. Now for lower limit, we have to subtract all the 3 terms. So 3 by 2 lower limit, pi by 2 square, so pi square by 2 square is 4, plus 2 by 25 cos 5 pi by 2, and plus pi square by 2. Sorry, it's minus because we are doing lower limits. Now further simplification, we have 3 by 2 pi square. What is cos 5 pi? Cos 5 pi. This is -1. This term is -1, so minus 2 by 25 plus pi square minus 3 pi square by 2 times 4 is 8. And what is this term divides 2? This is just 0. So this whole thing is 0, and minus pi square by 2, right? So these are the pi square terms. Let me simplify the pi square terms first. So 3 by 2 is a coefficient of pi square, right? Plus 1 is a coefficient of pi square, and minus 3 by 8 and minus 1 by 2. So 13 by 8 pi square and minus 2 by 25. So this is the exact value. So that was the last question of our paper. If you have any queries, please let me know in the comment section, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Take care.